I've got 10 o'clock, so I'll go ahead and call this meeting to order. This is a special commissioners court meeting for County of Starr, Wednesday, September 6th. Let the record show we do have quorum, everyone being present. I'd like to welcome and thank all of you for being here. If everyone would please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next item is public comments.
And we have someone for public comment?
Okay, Mr. Casas, how are you?
Good. Good morning, Honorable Judge and Commissioner. It's good to see all of you. Greatly appreciate the opportunity to address the court. I'm not going to be speaking on any agenda item in particular today. Actually, I come to talk about a little packet that I dropped off in front of everybody. It's about 2 programs that's available from the Texas General Land Office. One of them is called the Local Hazard Mitigation Plans Program. If you're not aware, Starr County is identified as a state mid-county. So that allows you the opportunity to potentially apply and qualify for this program. The Local Hazard Mitigation Plans Program allows for the update or the creation of a hazard mitigation plan. Now, if I'm not mistaken, your plan here in Starr County expires on June 29th, 2025. So that puts you within the 2-year range. So right now is a great time for you guys to look into updating that plan because it does take a little bit of time. But the great thing about this program is that, number one, we like to call it low-hanging fruit because it's non-competitive. And we can offer you assistance in filling out the application. A lot of people think that you need a grant administrator for these programs. You don't. You can simply call the General Land Office with your questions with that application, and we'll be more than happy to help you out. So this Local Hazard Mitigation Plans Program is up to $100,000. So that's a great opportunity. And as well, we got the Resilient Communities Program, which is the second sheet of the programs that I've included in your packets. That's aimed a little bit more towards cities because that's for development codes and things like that. But of course, if you'd like to look into it, it would be on a case-by-case basis because this is a county level. So I do not discourage you to look into it as well. But as well, that program is non-competitive as well. That program is up to $300,000 in award. So I just wanted to make sure I came out here, made you guys aware that you are within an identified county to apply for these programs. There's an email on there for the program staff. There's a phone number. You guys can give us a call. We'll be happy to answer your questions.
Is there a match or something that we had to come up with?
No match.
No match.
No match. That's the great thing about it.
Yeah. And this is to apply for what?
So this is to either create a hazard mitigation plan, Commissioner, or update the one that you already have. As long as you are within 2 years of expiration on your plan, you can apply to update. And because the hardest thing with these programs is to actually gather the information. So you guys have plenty of time. You're in a good range right now to look into it and potentially consider applying. Absolutely, and we'll be more than happy to help you out with the application as well. We have a team ready to go. Just give us a call. We'll be happy to jump on a call with whoever you have managing your grants and help them out.
Okay.
Let me ask you something, sir.
Yes, sir.
And I know back, a while back ago, and this is a CPDG, right?
It's CDBG.
I know that back at that time you could do, what would you call it? What was the name? For a grant, and you don't have to go bid out of it, it be administered by the county or yourself. What was it? What was that name? What was it? Self, no, that you could use the money and have it administered. Let's say if I get part of a grant or if anybody does, you don't have to go out and bid. You can do it yourself and just get money for the material, whatever it is.
Yeah, so with this program, you guys can do it on your own. You
No,
don't
no,
need-
I'm talking for the other projects,
Yeah,
paving
he's
or.
talking about construction,
Oh,
CDBG construction.
understood. Yes, sir, that would be a little bit beyond my purview. I wouldn't have an answer for you on that one.
Force account, I was
Force-
using,
Yes, sir.
force account, back in that time that you get the money, whoever's in charge, you buy the materials and you're collecting all the, what your expenditures or whatever it is,
Sure.
instead of going to the contract, to a
Right.
contractor.
Yeah.
Because the way GLO, I mean, the grants, I mean, they put a match kind of high. So, to me, as a commissioner, my precinct, it's not cost effective. I can do a lot more than what, to that grant, and you have to go to a contractor and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, with the money that you provide, let's say you can do 500 feet, I can do 3,000 or more.
Yeah. No, yeah, Commissioner, well, the good thing is that there's no match here.
Well, but this is for just to,
This is just-
we don't.
yeah, this
Yeah,
is
this is
low
for
burn
the
mitigation plan.
mitigation
That's
plan,
right.
not construction.
That's right, Judge. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's right. So, and you know, it's very important to have these plans, and I'm glad that you guys have one.
Well, the way we got it was from you guys, Hill,
Yeah.
and it did take quite a while.
Yeah, yes, sir.
To get it all done.
It does take a little while, but you guys are within that 2-year window now, so it's an excellent time to start looking at updating already, and this
We will.
program's here to help.
We will. And we thank you for coming and advising us that we're at that point that we need to start working on
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
it. So,
And,
we'll start working on
And we'll be traveling to the rest of the cities and towns across the county of Starr today, just so that they're aware about this program and the other program, the Resilient Communities Program, because that serves to modernize building codes and development.
it. You know, Elijah, and correct me if I'm wrong, the county comes up with a master plan, and then the cities work into our plan, is
Sure.
that correct?
Yes, yeah, so if that's the agreement that you guys have with them, then you guys got it all together. And I think at that point, it would just be you guys communicating with your other entities throughout the county.
Right.
And if you guys are thinking about updating together,
Yeah.
well, then there you go. But we just want to make sure everybody was aware and, you guys
Okay.
figure that out in between yourselves. But we want to make sure that we at least make sure that the county of Starr as a whole, including the cities, are aware of the opportunities out there. And again, we're here to help you guys out with anything you might have as far as questions with this program.
Okay, we'll get on it and we'll certainly get the plan done.
Yes, sir, Judge. And I know that we've met in the past with your offices and drop-offs and dry bags for your constituents. That way you guys can pass them out at events and things like that, and make sure that they keep their important documents safe. I got more with me, so I'll make sure I drop that off for your emergency management office today.
Okay. I don't think they're here, but, yeah,
We'll leave them in the office doing.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. But,
well, thank you so much.
of course, appreciate the audience, and as always, the courtesy you guys always offer us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you know any business card?
I sure do, Commissioner. I got
Okay.
one in the folder for you.
No problem, we got it here.
Happy to
Okay, we'll,
give you another one here just in case.
we'll need a holler.
Here you go, Commissioner.
Okay, next item is to discuss and take action to approve the proposed tax rate. This is not the final, it's still subject to change, but we do need to go on record on the proposed. And, I wasn't here at the last meeting when Mr. Villarreal, our financial advisor, came by, but I think you all have a copy of the proposed taxation. The rates that are being proposed are at the voter approval rate, which means no rollback elections will be needed. We do have an INS, and this is for much needed work that's needed in the precincts. And even with that, we were still able to stay below last year's tax rate. Not by much, but it's still about a quarter of a penny, so I got less than we were last year. The proposed tax rates that are being, I guess I'm proposing, is on the M&O side, last year was 0.505, recommending 0.479. The farm to market last year was 0.216, now proposing 0.205, and the drainage was 0.0014. That pretty much remained the same. So the total with the INS of 0.0347, the total tax rate for this year proposed is 0.7204, or before was 0.7224. So we're still below last year's.
Second, Your Honor.
Moved and second to approve. Discussion. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And before we adjourn, I do want to tell all the department heads and whoever, I apologize. You know, I've been out of pocket, so I haven't been in the office for the last 3 weeks or so. But I'm back. My doors are open. If anybody wants to go in and discuss their budgets, certainly, you know, you're welcome to go by and we'll make whatever changes are needed. We do have several public hearings and stuff that we need to do this month before the approval. I think the approval is set for September 27th. So we have some time to make adjustments. So again, anyone's welcome to come in and discuss the proposed budget.
Well, I haven't seen the proposed budget. I mean, unfortunately, I haven't gotten a copy of that.
They should have been sent.
Yes, they were sent, Commissioner. Sandra sent them.
No.
I'll find out.
Who's whom?
They didn't say no. I got it from Bert.
Yeah, I have not gotten in 2 meetings, no agenda last time. This time I didn't get no agenda, and again.
Ni budget.
Ni budget, no.
Yo tampoco.
Something
She
going on there.
mentioned, Commissioner, that, I asked her this morning that your fax machine was not working as far as the
And I found out
agendas.
that we had this meeting.
No, es por la agenda, pero en los budgets, they
Yeah,
didn't say no.
I'll find out.
Yeah, because I did tell them to
Yes,
send it.
I know you did.
No, I got it from Bert. They put it in
No,
there.
yo no, a mi oficina
No me
todavía
got
no ha llegado nada.
I
I
didn't
just
say
old
that.
copies.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, no, they should have been sent out, you know, when we talked to,
Eh?
when we
Because they were,
talked, I
the
called
preliminary
them
was
and
filed,
told them
right?
Sí.
Yeah.
to send them in. Did y'all get them?
Yeah, I remember you
You
going to the office.
Oh, but they never sent them out.
Yeah.
Nunca llegaron.
I was supposed to.
Pues como quiera ver, ahorita le echamos los
Siempre mandan el paquete, por eso te digo, nunca llegó.
There's still time.
Ahorita fui a chequear el mailbox y no estaba ahí tampoco.
We'll ask her in a minute.
Yeah, there's still time.
I'll make sure you get them today. Let me just,
Appreciate it.
So, y si no, I guess you all can pick them up, we can print them.
Entonces ya tengo todo, no te vas a prestar todo.
A todos no, nomás a mí.
Nomás a ti.
Sí. No, hombre. Que pasa que ahí estaba la corte, me dijo, ya llegaron, ten.
It stayed pretty much, the proposal's pretty much the same. There's still some
Pero no,
adjustments.
just, no más tarde yo tengo, I haven't seen it, but I trust your work.
The biggest change is that, you know, proposing $1,000 raise for all employees. Elected officials, unfortunately, there's none.
Non-elected official.
Nada.
No.
That's all.
And only for our employees. And that's really to help out with the increase in insurance, so that they don't take a cut in their take-home pay. That's about the biggest change.
No problem.
Any other question, comment? If not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn. Second.
Moved and second, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you.